Former FBI Director James Comey was indicted Thursday, days after President Donald Trump publicly condemned U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi's decision to pursue him and political adversaries. The indictment includes 2 counts: obstructing a congressional proceeding and making a false statement. Comey denied wrongdoing, asserting he stood by his testimony about a 2017 investigation into the Clinton Foundation, which was leaked to the public. His deputy, Andrew McCabe, claimed he authorized the leak, but the report also found multiple false or misleading statements. The statute of limitations expired Tuesday, allowing up to 5 years in prison if convicted. Trump celebrated the indictment, calling Comey one of the worst human beings exposed by the country. Justice in America. One of the worst human beings this country has ever been exposed to is James Comey, Trump said on social media. Bondi emphasized the Department of Justice's commitment to accountability, stating the case reflects their dedication to holding power abuses transparent. Comey denied charges, denying the false statement allegations and asserting his testimony was reliable. He added, "I stand by my testimony." Comey's arraignment is set for October 9th before U.S. District Judge Michael S. Nachmanoff, an appointee of former President Joe Biden. Trump's administration, under pressure from his former allies, has ordered the Justice Department to investigate political rivals, reflecting broader shifts post-Watergate norms. Since starting his second term, Trump has appointed lawyers who served as his personal defense attorneys to top DOJ positions, pardoned over 1,000 individuals charged in the 2016 attack, and publicly pressured the Attorney General to investigate political foes. Lindsey Halligan, acting U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District of Virginia, brought charges against Comey despite concerns within her department. A senior Justice Department official noted that prosecutors in Halligan's office sent her a memo documenting probable cause for the indictment. Halligan stated the charges reflect a breach of public trust at an extraordinary level. The indictment was handed down by a grand jury in Alexandria, Virginia, marking the final case referred to court after several unrelated cases were read. The grand jury did not return an additional count related to the false statement allegation. There was confusion in the courtroom as Judge Lindsey Halligan appeared puzzled by the multiple documents filed for one case. She asked why there were 2 documents, and Halligan responded, "I did not see," to which Halligan replied, "It has your signature on it." Halligan then had Halligan make handwritten changes to one document, stating both would be uploaded to the docket for record. It's rare to see only the name of the U.S. attorney on the docket, with only her signature. Halligan, a former insurance lawyer with no experience as a prosecutor, was sworn in this week. Her background included working with the White House to remove improper ideology from Smithsonian museums and representing Trump in classified records cases. For Comey, longtime federal prosecutor Patrick Fitzgerald has applied to the court to represent him in legal proceedings. Fitzgerald, a friend and associate of Comey, rose to fame after investigating the identity of CIA operative Valerie Plame, leading to the conviction of former Vice President Dick Cheney's Chief of Staff, Louis Scooter Libby, for perjury and obstruction of justice. Fitzgerald stated in a statement that Comey denies the charges entirely, looking forward to vindication in court. Thursday's indictment comes less than a week after Trump publicly addressed Bondi, pressure on Comey, and other critics, including Senator Adam Schiff and New York Attorney General Letitia James. He emphasized the importance of justice and called for action against those who violate norms. The president also appointed Lindsey Halligan, his successor, after expressing frustration with her predecessor's failure to bring fraud charges. Halligan's appointment came amid tensions over Trump's retribution policy, with her former colleague Eric Siebert resigning due to lack of fraud charges. Schiff criticized Siebert for not aligning with Trump's demands for political prosecutions, while noting that Halligan's actions reflect a blatant abuse of the department. The indictment has also led to at least one resignation, with Comey's son-in-law, Troy Edwards, stepping down as a federal prosecutor to uphold his oath to the Constitution. Comey has been in the president's crosshairs since the FBI launched an investigation into Russian election interference in 2016 and potential ties to the Trump campaign. After Trump's first inauguration, Comey and former FBI Director Robert Mueller clashed privately over the investigation. Comey testified to Congress in 2017 and 2018, detailing his role in the investigation. Trump fired Comey in May 2017, leading Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein to appoint former FBI Director Robert Mueller as special counsel. Comey emerged as a prominent critic of Trump after his firing, calling him unethical and untethered to truth. During his first term, Trump directed John Durham to investigate the origins of the Russia probe, though Durham's report did not charge Comey with a crime nor criticize him by name. However, he acknowledged the FBI's discounting of material information that contradicted the narrative of a collusive relationship between Trump and Russia. Kash Patel, FBI director, emphasized reversing weaponized federal law enforcement following the indictment, citing the Russiagate hoax as a significant chapter in history. Senator Chuck Grassley, chairman of Senate Judiciary Committee, issued a brief statement after the indictment, acknowledging active investigations at the time. If the facts and evidence support Comey's version of the conversation, he would be held accountable. Defense attorneys likely cite the OIG report, which found Comey flatly denied authorizing McCabe's leak to the Wall Street Journal, arguing that there was no evidence to support McCabe's account. The report concluded that Comey's version of the conversation outweighs McCabe's, citing overwhelming evidence. McCabe's counsel argued that the OIG should credit McCabe's account over Comey's, claiming Comey was a white knight guarding FBI information while overlooking McCabe's credibility.